Are you wondering whether your partner is cheating on you, but you don't know what signs to look out for? Well, you're on the right channel, because I got cheated on when I was 4 months pregnant. I mean, I'm over it. This is no shade video, nothing. Honestly, I did not have a lot of signs. I just had a lot of intuition and dreams. And then eventually I got the message from one of the girls that he was texting that, hey, look, this is what your man is doing. Now, do I think that cheaters are just bad people and whatever? Not necessarily. I think cheating can be an addiction. I think also they're very selfish. If you got cheated on and you're wondering, oh my God, I wonder if he feels bad, I wonder if she feels bad. No, they don't. They don't feel bad. Cheating is a choice that you make, and it's a very selfish choice. And oftentimes cheaters will convince themselves that what they did was justified. So they will say like, oh, but Liz was mean to me that day, and Liz did say these things during fights, or she didn't treat me right, so I deserve to do this. Like, they justify it to themselves. The only reason that they actually feel bad is because they got caught, and not because they were doing the act. And if you never find out, they will continue doing it. I saw this quote and it said, kill the monster while it's still a monster. So when you see a person that did something bad, deal with it right then and right there. They know what they did to you. They knew it was gonna hurt you, and they still decided to do that. Do you think that person loves you? I don't think so. I mean, if I love someone, I wouldn't do that to someone. When you don't act right away, when someone did something bad to you, when you don't react right away, you start to empathize with that person. So you start to think like, oh yeah, but their childhood was like this, and their nervous system, and they crave to do these things and blah, blah. And you literally start to, like, in your head, justify their behavior, but it will only get worse down the line. I truly do believe that some people cheat or do things once and then they regret it and they never do it again. Do I think that's the majority of people? No, I don't. Once a line is crossed in a relationship, that person will feel comfortable to do that again, because you've already shown them that if they do that, you will still stick around. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get into it. First things first. First thing is intuition. If your gut, if your intuition is telling you that something is off about this person or that they're lying to you, trust it. Honestly, trust it. That's really the main reason that I found out, because I started having dreams that were reoccurring, and genuinely my heart was broken when I woke up from those dreams. And they were the same dreams. Also, from the beginning, I felt like this person is cheating on me, and I didn't know why. Like, I just felt it, and I couldn't explain it. Nothing. He was always with me, so it was like I felt like I was crazy or I'm self-sabotaging. But then I remembered, like, in my past relationships, I've never felt this. So I was like, why do I feel this way with this person? So if you have that feeling, look, our subconscious mind picks up on things. There can be like certain things they say, or like certain way they even say things about other people where you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's a red flag. But it just doesn't register with your conscious mind, but your subconscious basically saves it. So when you start having this gut feeling of something is wrong about this person, or they're lying to me, or you're having these dreams, look into it. So when that happens to you, just genuinely ask God to reveal the truth to you. Like, pray to God and say, God, please give me the truth about this person. Or say like, God, please reveal to me people that are not for my highest good. And you will see that the people that are closest to you are gonna get revealed. Like, be prepared. Don't just do this prayer, because you might actually get your heart broken. Another thing is if they're constantly accusing you of cheating, like, oh my God, the projection is real. For example, in my past relationship, like, oh my God, constantly, you're cheating on me, I don't trust you, like literally didn't want me to leave the house, would check my phones. And look, I am not someone that checks anyone's phones. I don't like that stuff. Like, I don't need your location. If you're gonna do what you're gonna do, that's on you, because you're gonna lose me, and that's the biggest loss in my opinion. So if you want to do that, I don't care. But if I find out, you're gonna deal with the consequences. For me, I'm not gonna sit there and watch your phone and do all of that. But for example, that person constantly wanted to do that with me. go through my phone, accuse me of cheating, all these things. And you have to think, right? People project from their perspective. So for example, I remember when I had my eating disorder, all I could think about was food. I would wake up, like literally my whole life, my whole brain revolved around food. Now, when I would talk to people, I would ask them, hey, like, what did you have for lunch? Like, what did you have for breakfast? Why was I saying those things? Because I could not stop thinking about food. If someone is constantly accusing you of cheating or accusing you of doing things, why is that constantly on their mind? Think about it. Like, they are just saying things from their own perspective. And another way people justify it is by saying like, oh, but they're just too insecure. If someone is too insecure and they think that you are too good for them, they might end up cheating on you. Why? Because they somehow need to feel that you guys are equal, or they need to hurt you to make you feel like you're less than them. I also believe that a lot of men want to be women. Genuinely, I'm not saying this to be rude, I'm not saying this to insult men. I do think that a lot of men are jealous of their woman and want to be the woman. So in a lot of ways, like if you see a successful, beautiful woman, whatever, and the person that they're with feels like they're inadequate and they're not on the same level as her, what are they gonna do? Try to pull her down. How can they do that? By hurting her ego, or by saying like, oh, you don't look that great, or they don't get you flowers, or they do things that you're like, why are you kind of mean to me? Or why are you always trying to make me feel insecure? And it's because they do not feel confident enough to be with you. Because they are telling themselves on a daily basis that they are not enough to be with you, they are eventually going to self-sabotage. Because for them, it's not comfortable to be with someone that in their head is better than them. Things, who do they look up to? If your man looks up to these alpha male, red pill content, they do not like women. They don't like women. If they're looking up to men that are degrading women, that are actually viewing women as objects, that cheat on women, and that say that it's basically justified to cheat on them as long as you pay them or whatever, you know? If your man looks up to men like that, they think the same way. If they even don't think the same way, consuming that kind of content is gonna make them act the same way. Another thing is changes in routine. Now, are you seeing that all of a sudden your man is like staying later at work, or he goes out more, he's like gone for a few hours, you're like, where were you? Oh, I ran to the gas station. Oh, I did this. Or all of a sudden they start going to the gym a lot. Now, okay, look, some of these things are just random and whatever, and sometimes like he just wants to look better, he just wants to work on himself. Okay. But when my father was getting a new wife behind my mom's back, he started working out a lot, and he was like really working on looking better and all these things. So his whole routine had kind of changed. And I was also looking at this documentary with Chris Watts that literally did the most horrendous things. I don't even want to say this on camera, like just look it up. But when he was cheating on his wife, he also started working out a lot more. He was a little more unresponsive with her text messages. So he completely like started to change. And that's also how you know. The other thing is if they become extremely nice or way too cold. I saw online that like these girls were discussing it, and they basically said that if your man becomes meaner to you, it's because they want to cheat, but they can't. So they start to resent you for it. But if they're extremely nice, then they have already cheated. So if there is like any sudden behavioral change where you're like, wait a minute, like this is weird. Why are you acting this way all of a sudden? Now, I remember with me, I noticed that my partner started becoming like a little mean, more irritated by me easily. But I remember with my dad, for example, right before he revealed that he had a second wife, he was actually extremely nice to my mom, because all of a sudden he wanted to take her on dates and he was like super nice to her. So it's like any sudden behavioral change where you're like, why are you acting this way? That's a sign. Another thing is intimacy issues. So for example, your partner does not want to sleep with you anymore, or they genuinely cannot get hard. And that has never happened before, but now it's like consistently like that. Yeah, that can be a sign that they have slept with someone else. And I truly believe, because I believe sex is such an energetic, spiritual thing, I believe that a woman can feel it when a man has slept with someone else, or that even her body will reject the man. So for example, a lot of women say that when they got cheated on physically, they start having a lot of infections or like a lot of UTIs, because obviously it can also throw off your pH balance. Let's not even get into the STDs you can get. That should be punishable by law, actually, like sleeping with someone else and then not telling the other person, because you can get some disease or illnesses. But for example, the energetic exchange that happens, I feel like can be really off when someone is cheating on you, because I feel like when you connect on a sexual level, you are exchanging energy. Now, if that person has guilt or there's like anxiety or whatever, I feel like you can feel it, that something is off. Another really easy giveaway is they are way too possessive over their phone. So phone has to go everywhere they go, like they take it to the toilet and they're gone for a very long time. I saw this podcast with Catherine McBroom, and she said that she heard this quote where they said, like, if your man has time to go to the toilet, he has time to cheat. Yes, like if he's very long time in there on his phone, like what is he doing? Another thing is when you ask them whether they're cheating and they become so defensive, or they call you crazy and they basically like overreact. Yeah, that's also like a red flag. That's definitely what I had happened. I was called crazy, whatever. I ended up being right. Also, women should be really aware of the fact that a lot of men are not cheating on you with women, but they are cheating on you with men. I'm not saying this to say anything about gay people. I do not have any issue with gay people, obviously, but I do think that it's abusive when a man is secretly gay and he is cheating and just portraying this image that he's a straight man. So if they say things like, oh, you know, would you have a threesome, or they bring up things like that and they play it off as a joke, that's not a joke. Like, people don't say these things for no reason. Why is that on your mind? Be very, very careful out there. These people will lie to you. Now, there is something that I want to say about cheating in general, and it's like, look, it shouldn't ruin your life. You as a woman or as a man, if you got cheated on, that shouldn't ruin your life. I think we shouldn't go into relationship thinking that it will never happen to you. Like, I never thought that I would not get cheated on. I just didn't want to get betrayed. But when it happened to me, I was like really down bad for 2 days, because I knew this person as someone else. I did not know all these things about this person. So for me, it was a whole reality shift. But I was not like, oh my God, I'm gonna let this ruin the rest of my life, because honestly, that person shouldn't have that much power over me. Because when I went into this relationship, I was very secure on my own already. I liked the person, I fell in love with them. But then when they betrayed me, I was like, wow, okay, so, but I'm still my own person though. I still have myself. And as long as you don't lose yourself in life, you have everything. You don't need to go and lose yourself over someone that cheated on you or whatever. Like, let them do it. Like, let these people go. I feel like we come into this earth, we're free souls, and we have our own lessons to learn on earth. And if they do that to you, like, okay, great, then that was your decision. Now you live with the consequences. Because right now you're crying every day. Why are you crying? You know, like, you made that decision. Deal with the consequences. A lot of women, they texted me as well, like, yeah, is it because I'm not good enough, not pretty enough, blah blah. And it's like, it's not about that. These people have genuine things that they're dealing with themselves, and they're so selfish, they cannot consider your feelings because they do things out of their perspective. They genuinely cannot even understand that you feel bad about that or whatever, because they think to themselves that their life revolves around them. So whoever they affect, it doesn't matter to them. But honey, guess how life works? What you give out, what energy you give out comes back. So these people get their karma eventually. You don't even need to do anything. Genuinely. Sit back, relax, focus on your life, become the baddest girl that you are, and just pick yourself back up and just move on in life. Like me, in my next relationship, am I gonna sit there and be like, oh my God, are they cheating or whatever? No. And I'm still not gonna check their phone. I'm still not gonna do anything. And if they want to cheat on me, great, I can leave again, you know? Will I leave with nothing? No, never. I will always be in a relationship that benefits me financially or in some sort of way, because otherwise I'm walking away with trauma for free, and I'm not doing that. A man would not be with me if I was not beautiful, or if I did not have all these qualities. They will use a woman any day. So I'm not gonna sit here like a dumbass and think like, oh, I should lower standards and I should just expect nothing from a man, just be happy that he loves me. No. Hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys saw some signs. And yeah, just don't take it too seriously. Don't attract it either. You know, don't be afraid of it. Like, when it comes and deal with it then. But honestly, who cares? Like, let them do whatever they want to do. These people end up ruining their own lives anyway. So you don't need to do anything. I love you so much, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.